What's happening, everybody? Happy today to you, Suburban Hiker, checking in here for day two of my 500-mile walk. Today's goal, miles 4, 5, and 6. All right, let's get a look at the Fitbit. So far today, I've taken 3,921 steps. All right, the Map My Walk app says 0.0 distance, 0.00 duration. Let's start that workout. Ooh, bright and sunshiny. Well, here I am, Suburban Hiker, day 2, 500-mile walk. I did 3 miles yesterday, the first 3 miles of my 500 miles. It's a great video. If you didn't watch it, go check it out. Today is Tuesday, March 26th, 2019. I didn't sleep so well last night. Insomnia, according to my Fitbit. I only got about 4.5 hours of sleep. 56 minutes of that was awake time. Part of that, I was awake because I was getting cramps in my toes. And then I got cramp in my calf. Ooh, it's breezy. Can you hear that wind in there? I hope not. I might have to get a microphone. That cut down on some of the wind. Anyways, I had minor cramps in my legs from the walk. Nothing to write home about. I've had much worse. That'll go away. I did start to develop a little bit of a blister on my foot. That'll go away too. I'm not even treating it. It's not that bad. One of the nice things again about walking in a subdivision, I'm close to home. If I need to take a break, I can. Just head back to the house. Yep, that's right, I'm in the subdivision again today. It's a beautiful day, for sure. Nice and sunny. It's about 42 degrees, which is a little chillier than yesterday when I was walking. Yesterday was 47, but it is 42 and sunny. That's good enough for me. Again, I'm geared up about as good as I'm gonna be. I got a hat, pair of jeans on, tennis shoes. I have 2 shirts. As long as I keep moving, I shouldn't be cold. That wind might cut through though. That'll cool me off. It was 21 degrees when I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock. Glad it's warming up finally. That's springtime in the greater Michiana area. I talked in yesterday's video a little bit about Michiana and the Michiana area. The Michiana area, as I mentioned, is the border between Michigan and Indiana. And we call it Michiana. At least they do here in South Bend, Mishawaka area. I don't know if Michigan calls it the Michiana area or not. And of course, farther east, I don't know if they call it Michiana. Does anybody know? I don't know. South Bend and Elkhart, Mishawaka, Granger, they call it Michiana. I wouldn't be surprised if nobody else did. We do weird stuff like that. Anyhow, I got sidetracked there for a second. Sorry about that, I do that a lot. My mind constantly rolls. I'll come back to that point too. Maybe not in this video, maybe in next video. Anyways, before I get sidetracked about getting sidetracked, I was talking about springtime here in Michiana and the weather. We will see a little bit of all 4 seasons in one day. I guess that's not just our area. Other areas have that too. I do believe it got down to 19 degrees last night. It's supposed to get up to 47 again today. Could rain, could snow, who knows. It might get up to 60 or 70. I never know what the day is going to be like until the day is over. I figured today I wanted to go into a little bit about why I'm walking. I mentioned it yesterday that I quit my job because my back's been bothering me and I wanted to do a lighter work load, get lighter work in there and see if that helps. But I quit my job because of my back issues and I started walking to help correct that. And that's just a part of it. There are a lot of fantastic health benefits to walking. Anaerobic exercises are fantastic. Walking's extremely beneficial. Quite possibly one of the best exercises you can do. A lot of that has to do with its low-level impact on joints, muscles, and such. It doesn't overpressure your heart rate. It doesn't cause it to skyrocket. It doesn't cause your body to freak out. It doesn't trigger stressors in your system. A lot of times when you do heavy weightlifting or intense aerobic exercises, that triggers a reaction in your body, causes it to protect itself, releases chemicals and such, and they affect your thought process and your body, physical and mental. You know, because a lot of times when we do intense activities, it causes the body to protect itself. So some of the benefits from those intense activities are undone. But when you're walking, it's almost like the exercise sneaks up on your body and you get full benefits from it. The heart rate increases, but just enough that it doesn't trigger a protection mode from your body. Blood flow and circulation gets better. Works the muscles, core muscles, feet, legs. You know, the core goes from your torso to mid-thigh. It really works the back muscles, especially the lower back muscles. That's where I have a lot of trouble. My lower back goes out. Of course, I have troubles all up and down my spine. I don't always take the best care of myself, but I do what I can. I get a lot of flack because I do a lot of weight training on and off. I'll go for a couple months, take a month or so off, go for a couple more months, take a month or so off. I get busy, I get sidetracked, just like everyone else. I'm not going to pretend that I'm some type of a health nut. I'm not going to lie. I'm a smoker, have been for over 30 years. I don't eat the best. I eat like a 9-year-old. Cheese and crackers, peanut butter and crackers, those are staples of my diet. I know how to eat really well, and I go through moments where I'll eat fantastically for months on end, and I'll lose a lot of weight. I'll fluctuate anywhere 30 pounds a year. It's one of the things humans are good at. We're good at losing weight, we're good at gaining weight, but we're not so good at maintaining weight. And that's one of my weak spots. A lot of times my diet will change when I work out, and I need more calories, so I eat more calories. And then when I stop working out, I don't necessarily change my diet back. So I'll pack on some weight. I get a lot of flack too from people. They'll say, well, a lot of good walking and working out does for you if you're just going to smoke. You know, just because you can't do everything doesn't mean you shouldn't do anything. I mean, what am I supposed to just sit on the couch? I mean, is it better for me to smoke and walk or to smoke and lay around? I know I should quit smoking. I'm stepping that direction. I've already changed brands, although that was mostly financial. Prices skyrocketed. But anyhow, the benefits are walking. Don't take my word for it. I'm not an expert on anything. I know a lot of stuff, but it doesn't make me an expert. Do your own research. What works for me might not work for you or anybody else. You have to do the things that work for you. You know what I mean? Another one of the amazing benefits of walking outside, a lot of people may not know, but the sun is our greatest source of vitamin D. You're out in the sun and we absorb it into our body. And then of course you're walking anaerobically and your system's running just slightly higher than usual. Heart's pumping a little more. And all of that circulates through your system nice and easily. It's like our body's designed to take care of itself. It's one of the things I don't think always so highly of human intellect. We think we know better than Mother Nature knows. Our body will take care of itself for a long time. But we seem to do so many things to undo the work that our bodies naturally do. I know a lot of times when I'm walking, if I can walk for a couple months in a row fairly consistently, I'll easily drop 20 pounds. I do it quite a bit. Of course, a lot of my weight comes from the amount of sugar I use in my coffee. It's a spoon and a half a cup, and I drink 30 cups a day. True story, 30 cups of coffee a day at least. Even more, especially on weekends when I don't work. But that's another one of those things I should work on, getting away from sugar. That stuff's just horrible for humans altogether. At least it is for me. Everybody's different. Some bodies work better than others. Just genetically not the same. We're not the same, you and me. We might do the same things for different reasons. We might do different things for the same reasons. Ooh, a little breeze. Is the camera picking that up? I know I'm only wearing 2 shirts, but I got a little bit of sweat under my cap here. I might take that off for a little bit. We'll see what happens. Ooh, here we go. Waiting for it to register. Getting close.
Total distance 1 mile. Total time 23 minutes and 26 seconds. Split pace 23 minutes 21 seconds per mile.
There you go. Mile number 4 of 500. How cool is that? Ooh, I hear someone practicing their piano. I guess not everybody's at work today. Anyhow, another mile down. Heck yeah! See how easy that was? You know, anybody can walk, and everybody should. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. But it doesn't matter what your issues are. You just do the best you can. A lot of times people set their expectations too high, and then they're disappointed because they didn't reach them. I know a lot of times, especially now that I'm getting older, when I start working out again and I can't do near of what I did just a few months ago. And it always takes me by surprise. So now I've gotten accustomed to starting back very slowly. Take it easy. Don't let my ego get in the way of what I'm doing. A lot of times I'll do more than I think I should. And it feels good at the time. But then the next couple days in the recovery process, I realized that I went too hard, did too much. It's the same with walking. A lot of times people start walking and they go too far, too fast, too soon. Do a mile. Just do 1 mile. It only takes about 20 minutes. Of course, if you have difficulties and it takes 40 minutes, well, that 40 minutes is going to go by whether you walk or not, whether you get those benefits or not. Walk. If you want to walk, you can figure it out. If, you know, everybody can benefit from walking. I think everybody can benefit from being outside. I know I benefit from being outside. Really allows me to clear my head, clear my thoughts. I especially like walking outside when it's quiet. I hear an airplane. Usually I can hear toll road traffic. You know, I'm a mile and a half, 2 miles away from the Indiana toll road, but I can still hear it. The topography of the space between my house and the toll road is such that I can hear it. It's pretty interesting the way the neighborhood's laid out. I can hear all kinds of stuff. I hear some dogs barking now. I like dogs. Most neighborhood dogs are friendly. Our dogs, well, I'm not sure if they're friendly or not, but they're definitely high-strung and unruly. Getting off track again. They do that so well. People that walk, you set your own limitations, set your expectations low. You can surpass them if you want, but you don't have to. I know a lot of times, years ago when the granddaughter was 5, 6 years old, she used to walk with me every day, 2, 3, 4 miles. I was aware at the time that that was a lot of mileage for her, but she liked it. She wanted to go with me. She never really got tired or sore. But when I think back and her little legs, you know, she's taken 3 steps for every one of mine, and she was walking just as far as I was. That's probably why she's in pretty good health now, really. She still walks with me occasionally. Sometimes we'll bike ride. She wants to do that more. This summer when school's out, she's expressed an interest in hiking with me more, so that'll be fun. A lot of times when she and I would go hiking, we didn't have a plan, we didn't have a map. We'd just start walking. We'd take a backpack full of food, just in case. That came in handy a lot, because there were times when we'd leave the house and come back 6 hours later with no more food left, no more water. Sometimes we'd just walk through subdivisions and neighborhoods and just down the street. Other times we'd go state parks and trail hike. One time it was like the hottest day of the year, 102 degrees, and we decided to go on a wilderness hike. No paths, no trails, completely wooded area. 102 degrees, middle of July. We were gone for hours. We didn't get very many miles. It's there were no trails or paths. We'd follow the animal paths where there were and where we could. Lots of briars, sticker bushes, a lot of brush, blowdowns and such. We just wandered around, exploring. We drank every drop of water, came out of the woods into an apartment complex. Ooh, there's a stiff breeze. Anyhow, came out of the woods into an apartment complex. On the backside, it was 102 degrees, sun beating down, and the sprinklers were going. We just walked right through them. Didn't even flinch. We were beat down. We sat down under some pine trees in the shade. We were only a mile from the house. Would have taken us 20 minutes to walk home. We were wore out. So we called Mom, come pick us up. We couldn't do it anymore. That was an awesome day. I talked in yesterday's video a little bit about the differences between trail hiking and sidewalk hiking, walking, subdivision. There's benefits to both. The sidewalk, nice clear path, largely a stumble-free zone, but it can be hard on your joints, hard on your feet. There's a lot of bones in your feet, and that constant jarring sensation on the cement can take its toll. But you can cover quite a bit of distance with relative ease. When you're trail hiking, the grounds can be softer, but you have a lot of more obstacles and obstructions you have to watch out for, so you don't necessarily get to cover the miles that you can in a subdivision. Although the benefits to trail hiking is all the uneven topography, the uneven ground itself causes you to have to balance more when you walk. You don't want to tip over. So it helps with agility and such. Of course, when you get into areas of elevation and you actually have to climb, literally climb, some state parks, you're climbing sheer walls and such, rock buffs, whatever. There's just a lot of benefits to that too. A little bit of strength conditioning, agility. It all helps with your athleticism. Helps you feel better. That's really why I walk. Just because it makes me feel better. All the other stuff that comes with it, well, that's just bonus. I would say that's the icing on the cake, but you know, that's not really good for you. But oh man, do I love it. When I'm on my walking kicks, I'll walk wherever I can. I'll get steps in at the mall, whatever. Go to Walmart, walk in a circle. I do that though, seriously. If I feel like I need to get a little bit extra steps, I just park farther away from the store. Of course, I do that anyways. It's just quicker. Most of the time, I can pull in at the far end of the parking lot and get into the store quicker than the clown who's trying to find a parking spot up close. And then, of course, he's invariably probably going to try to back in. I don't understand that, why people insist on backing into spaces. But whatever, I don't judge. I just do what works for me. But yeah, seriously, I'll park on the opposite end of the parking lot and walk to the other entrance, walk through the back side of the store. It all depends. You know, it's if I need to get my steps, I'll walk in the store, I'll walk in the neighborhood, I'll walk in the woods, whatever. It's all a walk in the park, even if there's no park. blue sky today. Oddly enough, walking for humans, we don't do it really very well. It's not a good... Oh, hey, there's a puppy. Hey, little puppy. Can you see him? Where is he? Come here, little fella. He barks at our dogs a lot. Our dogs bark at him. But anyways, like I was saying, humans aren't very good at walking as a form of locomotion. We don't walk so much as we keep from tipping over forward. We every time we lift a foot, we start to lose balance. So we throw it in front of us to keep from falling over. And we repeat that over and over and over. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. And that's how we walk. It's not very graceful like other animals, especially the four-legged animals. Cheetahs come to mind. All the big cats, they got walking down pretty well. I'm going to suggest that bipedal walking isn't probably the best option. And poor souls up shingling a house. Well, I've done my share of shingling. Another reason my back hurts. Although I like doing that stuff. I like physical labor. That's how I stay so young. Close to closing in on mile number 5 as I walk by the shinglers working on the house. My phone says it's been 2 miles. We'll see. She'll be telling us here in a second.
Total distance 2 miles. Total time 44 minutes and 16 seconds. Split pace 20 minutes 48 seconds per mile.
There you go. Mile number 5 down. Only 495 more miles to go. Heck yeah. I walk in a subdivision a lot. I live in a subdivision. But if I'm being honest, I'd rather have a house on a couple hundred acres in the middle of nowhere. Wooded lot would be fantastic. That'd be fine. Ooh, breezy. I'd make my own trails. I'd make my own trails for sure. I'd be out there every day walking. That's the life. Someday I hope to have that acreage and that room to walk and breathe. I don't really want to hear the neighbors warming up their cars early in the morning or mowing their lawns at 9:30 at night. You know, with that daylight savings time crap. Stays light out later. People are out doing yard work until it gets dark out, and it's 10 o'clock. They're still out mowing. Yeah, I would definitely take a house out in the woods with nobody around. However, until I get that, I'll make do with what I have. That's what I always try to do, the best I can with what I have. Be glad I have that much to do it with. A lot of people that have it way worse than me. So I try not to complain. I try not to be negative. I don't do well with negativity. I get tired of it. So many negative people in the world and judgmental. Oh my goodness. Give it a break, yeah? No dumping. Violators will be prosecuted. I agree with that. That no dumping stuff and litter, that's a big part of walking, especially if you're backpacking. If you're hiking, backpacking, whether you're doing day hikes, weekend hikes, overnights. You have the pack it in, pack it out rule. Clean up after yourselves, people. Even when I'm walking and I'm smoking, I don't just throw my cigarette butts. I put them out and I throw them back in the pack, and I dispose of them when I get home. Clean up after yourselves. There's so much litter out there. It's tough. I like being able to walk out in the wilderness and not see plastic bags blowing around. Do your best to clean up after yourselves. And every now and again, clean up after your neighbor, your friend, your family. Just a little bit. You don't have to do it all, but do something. Whoa, there's the big rock. Heck yeah. That rock is placed there. It's not a part of the topography, but it's a cool rock all the same. Oh look, there's a little bit of snow left. It's not summer yet. Dirty snow from the plows. It's almost gone. Although, it should be noted, it snows all the way up until April here in the Michiana area, or at least it can. Usually snows on Easter. Whatever. It snows as early as Halloween. Oh my gosh, one year trick-or-treating, we got 3 inches of snow. However, as I mentioned in yesterday's video with the granddaughter, she didn't let that snow stop her. She hit every house in the neighborhood that was participating. 2 hours, 3 inches of snow. All her friends bailed on her after about 2.5, 3 miles. She didn't mind though. She got it done. All about the candy. Heck yeah. One of the cool things about my subdivision, there aren't a whole lot of telephone poles. As a matter of fact, there aren't any telephone poles, but we do have electrical boxes and phone line boxes that dot the neighborhood every so often. Oh well, you can't get away from it entirely, I suppose. But it's nice to look up and not see phone lines everywhere you look. Although I kind of like the old school phone lines, telephone poles from the 40s and 50s, leaning over, looking all dilapidated. Some interesting yard features. Cement balls. It's got a little patio, not overly level. Got a little fire pit. It's pretty cool. That's a water feature in the summer. It gets going. Homemade. I'm not the only one who has a water feature. Handmade, homemade, however you want to do it. I talked about my pond in yesterday's video that we hand dug. I used a rubber roof liner. Working in the RV industry, I have access to that stuff. So I bought a nice big size piece of rubber roof and managed to get some scrap as well for the streams and the filter system. One of these days I'll make a video of it. It doesn't carry all the glory it used to because those bad dogs of mine, they won't stay out of it. They love to drink the pond water, and by doing that they trounce on all the plants and flowers. The frogs don't seem to mind. We have lots of frogs, those are cool. I think I'll definitely make a video about that one of these days. Wow, the time is going fast today on this walk. I only have about a half a mile left, and that'll be 3 miles for the day. 6 miles in my 500-mile walk. I hope you guys stick around. The idea is to document these walks every day and upload every day. I'm gonna try and make the video shorter so that you guys don't get bored watching me, and I don't run out of stuff to talk about, although I doubt I will run out of stuff to talk about. For those of you who know me, you already know I can talk and talk and talk. I can talk all day and not say a single thing. Oh man, look at that cool jet stream from an airplane. You see that? Ooh, buds are coming out on this tree already. March 26th. Summer's on the way. Here we are, closing in on 3 miles. I'm at 2.95 miles. So I have 0.05 more miles to go. Heck yeah. Man, this is a great day. I might go again later. We'll see. Again, I struggle with not overdoing it. I talked about it earlier in this video. Talked about it in yesterday's video. It's hard to not overdo something when you really like doing it. You know what I mean? I know you do. You guys overdo it too. Everybody does. It's a struggle. But whatever. Do the best you can. There's that little breeze blowing my beard around. It's getting gray. I'm gonna have to color it before too long. I have to color it because when I play on stage, the lights wash it out and you don't even see it. So I color it just enough.
3 miles. Total time 1 hour 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Split pace 21 minutes 14 seconds per mile.
There you go. 3 miles. How easy was that? Now I have to go home. I suppose I should turn around and go that way. I'm not too far from home. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shut it off, get home, and do a wrap-up. Well, there you go. I am home. Look at that. 10,000, wait, we lost it. 10,786 miles. Steps. 10,786 steps in. And let's pause and stop this workout. Hold to finish.
Workout paused. Workout finished.
Look at that. Look at that. Hey, 3.13 miles. That's what we did yesterday. Well, I did 3.14. Well, there you go. Another 3 miles in my 500-mile walk with Suburban Hiker. That's me. At least that's what the name I'm going by for this video series. It only took just over an hour. Not even an hour and 10 minutes to do that 3 mile walk. We'll do another one tomorrow. Check back in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along. I hope you stayed till the end. If you liked what you saw, well, like the video. You can share that video too. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do these. I'm going to try and do them every day. We'll see how it goes. I only have 494 more miles to go. I think that's the right math. Heck yeah, 6 miles down. Suburban Hiker. We'll see you tomorrow.